The sun was beating down hard on Firebird Motorsports Park in Phoenix this weekend, turning the FMP NHRA Arizona Nationals into a true test of skill and toughness. Temperatures climbed into the 90s and even hit triple digits, making the track slick and the air thick for the nitro-powered cars. Drag racing is always fast and loud, but when the heat kicks in like this, every run becomes a battle against the conditions as much as the competition. And right in the middle of it all, the John Force Racing team showed why they're one of the most respected crews in the sport. Leading the charge for the team was Jack Beckman in his Bright Peak Chevrolet SS Funny Car. From the very first qualifying session on Friday, Beckman proved he had what it takes to handle the heat. He ripped off a stunning 3.982-second pass at 323.97 miles per hour, locking in the number 2 spot overall in Funny Car. That's not just fast, it's the kind of run that makes fans stand up and cheer. His team kept things steady too, posting clean runs in 3 out of the 4 qualifying rounds. Then, in the final session on Saturday, Beckman delivered again, earning 3 bonus points for the quickest time of that round and the lowest of the entire weekend so far. Beckman didn't waste words when talking about it afterward. The Peak squad had a really good run in the heat in Q4 and earned 3 points for low ET of the session. He said with a smile you could almost hear. Our goal is to make our winning run, and then we want to survive the attrition. On Sunday, he'll line up against Daniel Wilkerson in the first round of eliminations. If Beckman can keep that same smooth power under the hood, he'll be a real threat to go deep into the day. Not far behind was Jordan Vandergriff in the Cornwell Tools Chevrolet SS. He grabbed the 5th spot in qualifying with a solid 4.011 second run at 288.21 miles per hour during the 3rd session. Vandergriff also made some noise in the special #TooFast2Tasty challenge, where the top qualifiers battle it out for extra cash and bragging rights. He got past Chad Green in the first round when Green jumped the light and red lit. But in the final against J.R. Todd, things got tricky. The tires started to haze and lose grip, forcing Vandergriff to back off. Still, reaching the final of that challenge showed the team's car has real potential once the weather cools down a bit. Alexis DeJoria brought her Bandero Premium Tequila Chevrolet SS to the party as well, qualifying 12th with a 4.081 second pass at 298.47 miles per hour. In the #TooFast2Tasty challenge, she gave it everything in the semifinal. She nailed the start with a perfect hole shot, getting out ahead right away. But past the 300-foot mark, the tires started smoking and spinning, so she had to shut it down early to stay safe. It was a tough break, but DeJoria's quick reaction showed the experience and smart driving that fans love to see. Over in the top fuel class, Josh Hart was flying the flag for John Force Racing in his Burn His Speed Shop /Speedmaster Dragster. He earned the 10th qualifying spot with his best run of the weekend, a 3.854 second blast at 328.30 miles per hour in the 3rd session. Hart also made it to the semifinal of the #TooFast2Tasty challenge, where he faced Justin Ashley. A couple of cylinders started acting up down the track, and that was enough to end his run there. But Hart took it in stride. "I have nothing but praise and love for the JFR team," he said. "We went out there, and it didn't fall our way this time, but I'm sure it will many more times in the future." The good news? Hart and Ashley will meet again right away in the first round of Sunday's eliminations. That matchup is going to be one to watch. What makes this weekend extra special is how the whole John Force Racing crew stuck together through the brutal heat. These nitro cars run on a mix that's basically rocket fuel, and when the air gets hot and thin, keeping the engines happy is no easy job. The team made smart adjustments all weekend, and you could see the results in the clean runs and solid qualifying positions. Beckman's number 2 spot wasn't luck. It was the payoff for hours of fine-tuning and staying focused when the track felt like a frying pan. Looking ahead to Sunday, the forecast still calls for hot weather, but the early sessions might give the cars a little breathing room before the sun gets too high. Faster times often come in the morning when the track is cooler, so fans could see some fireworks right from the start of eliminations. If you're tuning in, FS1 has you covered with qualifying coverage at noon Eastern Time, followed by the full elimination rounds at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Whether you're at the track or watching from home, the energy is going to be electric. Drag racing fans know that weekends like this separate the good teams from the great ones. John Force Racing has been around for decades, winning championships and breaking records, but they never rest on their laurels. This weekend in Phoenix, with the heat cranking up the pressure, the team reminded everyone why they're still at the top of their game. Beckman's strong qualifying run sets the tone, while Vandergriff, DeJoria, and Hart all showed they're ready to fight round by round. As the sun sets on Saturday and the crews pack up for one last night of prep, you can feel the excitement building. Will Beckman keep his momentum and push for a win? Can Hart turn the tables on Ashley when it counts? And will the Funny Car trio keep delivering those big speeds despite the desert heat? One thing is certain. When the lights go green on Sunday at Firebird Motorsports Park, the John Force racing cars will be ready to roar. If you love the smell of nitro, the thunder of 300-mile-per-hour passes, and stories of teams battling both the clock and the weather, this is the kind of weekend that keeps you coming back. Grab your popcorn, set your alarm for those early runs, and get ready for some unforgettable drag racing action. John Force Racing is in the mix, and they're just getting started.